All right, Fire Fridays, everybody. Hello, welcome. It is Fire Fridays, which means I'm reading for you fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sag. Hi, how's it going? I'm a little under the weather here, so I'm going to try to hold it together as best I can and read for your highest good and your highest outcome, of course. And I do think that next week I should be able to get back to the readings by individual sign as I throw cards on the ground. Also notice I'm inside today. Yes, I'm indoors. The van right now has a bunch of furniture in it. Lots of things are changing, which is great. Good things, right? The sun here. Um, Lots of things are changing, so that's good. But there's a lot of work to do, so that's also good. It feels good to have things to do. Let's see here. Let me just check this out. I want to make sure this is somewhat visible. I think I've got the space today, so yeah. Okay, good. All right. Well, anyway, we're kicking it off with the sun. So you might even get to see the cards now. Isn't that something? But yeah, I'll be moving in and out of the van periodically. I think for the next period of time, and eventually we'll be settling into an actual space inside of a house. And then I'll just be like a normal tarot reader inside of a normal house, like a normal person. It's fine though. Oh, good lord. Sorry. It's fine though. Anyway, guys, thank you for being here, and let's get right into it. We are kicking it off with the sun because it's Leo season, and because we are happy. Because we're moving away from a bunch of bullshit and into happier times with the Six of Swords. Okay, we have the Sun, the Six of Swords, and we've got the Four of Swords. There's been a lot of recovery. There's been a lot of time for rest and recovery, contemplation, after periods of conflict. So this is great. The Queen of Swords underlies the deck right now, and you know her. She's not afraid to cut things out of her life that doesn't serve. Things that are unjust or unfair, she will take care of it. So I really feel like some of you have been through a big purge of dealing with things that were unjust, things that were turbulent, things that needed to go. And there might be a bit of a time of, even though it's been celebratory in a sense, it's also been a time of recovery as well. So maybe we're still getting into that celebratory energy, but let's get into it right now. This will be awkward too. I'm at a weird angle with my cards. I'll probably throw a lot of cards today. Who knows? I don't know. Maybe not. But I would say one nice thing about this is it's super comfortable in terms of not... The van would get really hot in the afternoon in the summer, of course, and made it very hard to focus sometimes. So, or like sitting at sitting on a slope and I'm like kinked over and make my back hurt, whatever. But I'm a little older, so my back hurts all the time now. You care. Hey, let's focus on you though. So we're dealing with the sun here. Okay. So we have the Knight of Pentacles here. Okay. We've got the Five of Swords. Yeah, and then we have the Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords is strongly emphasized here, being underlying and now being right out here. I wanted to jump out and say hello right away, so there's something to that. I would say that what you're celebrating, I think, is with that Sun card is really the standing up for yourself. There's been a removal of a situation. There's been a cutting out. This card, I've heard this card called Lord of Failure, which is really interesting, but it's generally speaking, it's harsh words leading to separation. There could have been some kind of blowout with somebody, but I think it was necessary. I think you really stood up for yourself. You know, with this Queen of Swords, it's like you recognized that boundary was being breached that should not have been breached, and you cut it out, which is brilliant. So why wouldn't we want to do that? And the Knight of Pentacles is really about the strategy, right? The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest knight in the deck, but that's because it's planning. This knight is smart enough to understand that sometimes careful planning can lead to great success. The caveat I would say is that being flexible in your strategizing in various forms is important, so be mindful of that. I don't know what the general situation is here, other than I think the general energy here is that you are going to prioritize your own needs first, which is good. We need to do that generally as an entire collective, not just you fire signs. So there's some strategy here. Okay, great, love it, love that for you. Okay, wow. Okay. Happy birthday to the Leos, by the way. We're still in Leo season, barely. It might be almost over. We're very close to it being over. But anyway, okay, moving on here. What do we need to know about the Six of Swords for our dear fire signs? But it's pretty clear to me. There's obviously been some ending, right? An ending is coming up, or you're definitely, though, but it's coming. I feel like that ending, that separation, that closing out of a cycle is really coming from your own energy, your own drive forward. Like, it's not, for some of you, I mean, yeah, for some of you, I feel like you're probably initiating that. But we'll see here. Six of Swords. One more shuffle for you. All right, let's get into it here. We've got the Page of Pentacles. So there's a new opportunity being presented. The Six of Swords is also about travel as well. It can signify travel, and the Page of Pentacles is usually representing like an opportunity. So you could have an opportunity coming in for you. We have the Page of Cups, 2 pages. Something that you've been manifesting. Okay. And we've got the Seven of Wands. That the energy of defensiveness and standing your ground. Okay. Underlying the deck is the Two of Cups. Okay, Two of Cups, a partnership. With those 2 pages, I think that's interesting. This is a little clunky because I'm doing it from a different angle and everything. So, okay. We've got, with these 2 pages, I think there's an opportunity coming in for some monetary or career-oriented situation. Something's being presented to you as an option. It's something that I feel might be something you'd really like to do. I think there's something about it that's maybe you've been sort of manifesting, in a sense, looking for this new opportunity. So you may have a new job or career or something like that coming in that really might align more with your creative side, your fun side, something a little more emotionally fulfilling, perhaps. The Seven of Wands, I think, is just about kind of vying for that position a little bit. It can also be about bravery. Like in the Hermetic Tarot, it's called Lord of Valor, which is really cool. So you may just be, again, taking a stand. I feel like a lot of this has to do with you taking a stand about something that you truly want. And there's definitely an energy of that here. So that's really interesting. Garbage truck just went by. Wow, isn't that fun? Garbage truck. What am I, like a 5-year-old boy? Garbage truck. I thought I was going to make a loud noise and then it didn't. So, okay. But there's a partnership. So there, you know, it could be a business opportunity where somebody's wanting to collaborate with you in some way, which is awesome. And you know, that's it could be with somebody that you develop a nice, deep relationship with as well. Two of Cups, you know, a lot of times when we see Two of Cups, we like to immediately go to romance, but it can be about lots of things: deep relationships, friends. You know, this partnership. Not only will it be about potentially your future in terms of your career and stuff, but it also may be just, you know, somebody you're working with that you really have the ability to generate a deep friendship with as well. So, love that. Let's get some clarity on this Four of Swords for you, fire signs. Four of Swords. Four of Swords. What does the fire signs need to know about the Four of Swords? Alright, one more shuffle here. Alright. Regarding the Four of Swords, we have the Ace of Wands. Yeah, in the period, you know, this Four of Swords energy is that rest and recovery, right? It's just like you've gone through some rough patches, you've had time to think, you've had time to reflect, you've had time for prayer if you like, however, whatever floats your boat, okay? During that time, it's almost like a hermit mode, the Four of Swords, right? During that time, there's been a new inspiration that's come towards you, right? You've had an epiphany about maybe what it is you really want. What are you really about? You know, I'd like to say life path almost, that some of you are going to kind of begin to step into your life path. We have the King of Pentacles here. Okay, love that. So we have the Knight, Page, and King of Pentacles. So we've got a lot of Pentacle energy going on. Yeah, I mean, you're stepping into sort of a boss mode regarding your abundance. So something about this inspiration that's coming in is really bringing in a stability in your finance. I think you're going to have a lot of blessing there. Then we have the Nine of Cups. You know, this card of happiness, harmony, and satisfaction. All those things. That's beautiful. I love that. And underneath is the Lovers. So we've had the Two of Cups and the Lovers. This partnership is pretty substantial. The Two of Cups and the Lovers, that's very interesting. Again, this is some of you, this is going to be both. Some of you, this is going to be both romantic and career and all of it. Some of you are going to build an empire with somebody. Maybe. You could. Every one of these cards is simply a mirror offering you a suggestion. Okay? But I feel like you do have an opportunity in many ways to actually build something very significant here. The interesting juxtaposition there, I suppose, was the Nine of Cups being a very strong card of individual happiness. So, I would say you're probably going to know what needs to go and what needs to stay. And I think that opportunity, as it's developing, whatever it happens to be specifically, I really don't know. Take it as it resonates. That partnership, maybe you're going to have multiple options on like who to work with. You may be juggling a little bit. I don't know why I'm saying that. I'm just saying that. I don't know why. There's no cards indicating that yet. But with this Nine of Cups, it's very individual, and I feel like you're going to be in a very emotionally fulfilled and happy place within yourself, which is going to really give you the ability to look at your options for people you work with in a very careful and tactful way, because you're not going to be looking for somebody to fill any emotional gaps, right? The person that you're going to be working with is going to complement what you're doing, and they're going to be somebody that really just helps facilitate whatever it is you guys are doing, this empire building, but you don't need it. You're working in an energy where you've really come into your own power and recognize that you don't need other people to sort of fill that hole and to complete you, that, so to speak. And having that confidence is a beautiful thing. There's certainly nothing wrong with being confident in yourself. It doesn't mean that you never work with other people. It just means that you understand that your value, your happiness, all of that stuff is inherently your responsibility, right? And you're taking charge of your own life, and you're being responsible in your own life. So that's awesome. Let's get some outcome for you now, fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sag, hello. Thank you for being here. And if this is resonating and you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing, where I will make more videos for you every Friday. Fire Fridays. And oftentimes they will be individual videos and not just a group like this. There's been a lot. I've been traveling. There's been a ton of stuff going on. Traveling, I finally get home, and then I get sick, and yada, yada, yada. So, excuses. I have them. All right, we've got two cards here. I'm going to do one more shuffle, and then I'll pull the third. Or not. There it is. Okay, beautiful. Let's get into it here. I haven't looked yet. We've got, we kicked it off with the Six of Pentacles. So the potential outcome here is that there will be a balance struck. Something is coming into balance. Some materially things are going to balance out. Whatever was not so fair before is being made right. Which is kind of hanging out right over this column of the Five of Swords and that separation energy that we talked about earlier. So it's being made right, and also, you know, the seeds that have been sown, that are being sown, are starting to take shape. So I think you're going to have, as you step into this new idea, this new opportunity, I think you're going to have some initial success right out of the gate, and it'll be important to be mindful of being equitable with that as you move into the situation. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Yes, my friends, the karmic wheel is spinning. It is spinning in your favor if you choose to take action. Expansion. You know, I know Jupiter is currently retrograding, which is interesting, but this is a card of expansion. So there may be something about this circumstance that is just requiring refinement of a previous idea. You may have been marinating on this notion of what it is you're doing for a long time, and it's been kind of put by the wayside because it's not practical or blah blah blah, whatever it is. But when we're in a retrograde like this, you get an opportunity to look back at things that have already sort of been hatched, you know, and refine them, which will ultimately slingshot you into expansion. You know what I mean? So it may not be a totally brand new thing. It may be something that you've already sort of been floating around with. I don't know. As for some of you, if it's a brand new thing, don't worry. Just because Jupiter's retrograding doesn't mean you can't do it. You are responsible for your own thing. Okay? And then we have the Three of Cups here. We've got some lovely celebration with friends. There's three lovely people raising a toast together, celebrating a victory in a sense. Okay, so there's something very beautiful about that, of course. And then we have the Ten of Wands on the bottom here, a burden being released. I really feel like this situation is finally allowing you to let go of something and really move forward in your life. So you're stepping into a new paradigm in your life where you have released something that had been weighing heavily on you. You know, really, you've finally been able to set something down so that you can move forward. That's beautiful. Fire signs, I think you have a tremendous opportunity right now. I'm feeling compelled to do this. I forget what's on. Oh yeah, the Lovers. Ten of Wands and the Lovers. Some of you have to set something down that you know, this burden that's being released might have to do with the past partner. Yeah, some of you have to set down a past partner. That doesn't mean that this new thing isn't potentially this partner. I mean, you know, take it as it resonates. There's a potentially a lot of people in this collective group of fire. I know that not that many are actually going to watch, but you know, take it as it resonates. Some of you have to release somebody. There may be a releasing of somebody that's really going to allow you to move forward. Of course, the Lovers is Gemini energy too, so take that as it resonates. I don't know. It doesn't have to be a Gemini. But maybe, you know, maybe for some there was like you thought you were going to be working with somebody. Not just, you know, maybe a romantic partner from the past, and you guys had plans to do something and it just didn't go, you know, it didn't take off for whatever reason. But releasing that burden is going to allow you to move forward and do that with somebody else. So, yeah. All right, air signs. I need to get over this cold. This is turning my brain into mush. Fire signs. Aries, Leo, Sag. Thank you for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you are not subscribed and you liked this video, please subscribe and like the video. Drop a comment if you'd like. I love hearing from you guys. I respond to all comments because it's not hard to keep up with. It's not many people watching. So if you're one of those people and you like this video, let me know. Say hi, and I'll say hi back, and it'll be really special. We'll connect. Okay? I hope to see you next week on Fire Fridays. Until then, best of luck with this energy. Take care and have a beautiful week.